And now I just keep, smiling to myself because I realize that a lot of us have great health, but we take it for granted. Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom Monday. My name is Stella, Ihenacho, and I'm happy to be bringing you another dose of Wisdom Monday. For the past couple of years, 2020, 2021, we've been in a pandemic, right? COVID and everything that it comes with. And I have been affected by that. Some close members of my family as well have been affected by COVID. And I vividly remember one time when I believed I was coming down with the symptoms, but I didn't know that was what was going on. I couldn't get out of the bed. I was so exhausted. My whole body was so heavy. I couldn't think. I was just so weak. It was really bad. But I still had quite a lot of things on my plate that I needed to get done. But I couldn't get out of the bed. I couldn't even think through. I was having a banging headache. I couldn't think through, right? And at that point in time, it made me realize that there was something that I've had for a while that unconsciously I might have been taken for granted, and that is health. That is good health, right? And now I just keep, smiling to myself because I realize that a lot of us have great health, but we take it for granted, right? We take for granted the fact that we can wake up and jump out of bed and continue our day-to-day activities. We take for granted that we don't have no headache that can stop us from brainstorming. We take for granted that our bodies allow us function, go to work, or go for our business, We take for granted so many things that a lot of people are hoping and praying for, right? And, there was something that I read somewhere, I'm going to paraphrase, that says, our body is the vehicle that will determine how long our purpose would go for. I'm going to say that again. Our body is the vehicle that will determine how long our purpose will go for. What does that mean? It means if you're not taking care of your health, you can't go up on the stage and empower and inspire people because you'll be out of breath, right? It means if you're not taking care of your mind, you can't think through, you can't think creatively through a headache or a migraine, right? If you're not taking care of what you eat, and all of the, the negative things that come with the, bad eating habits or junk food. I mean, how long can you truly go for? How long can you truly live through your purpose? How long can you be there for people that love you? How long can you be there for people who you have been called to? Health is super important. We can't separate both. Self-care is no longer an option. It's a necessity. It's a requirement. Self-care is strategic. If you want to ensure that your business lives long and your purpose lives long, and that you have the opportunity to continue to do the things that you want to do, you cannot put self-care at the back burner. And there are so many self-care experts out there, self-care ideas and tips out there that all we have to do is pick one and do it and commit to it. For me, my self-care or my way of taking care of my health is exercising and then watching what I eat. I love to exercise. I love to stretch myself. I love to do cardio. I love to lift weights. I love to, get my heart beating. For me, it's almost the way that I start my day, is taking care of myself. It was almost like therapy. I like to say it's like therapy for me. It could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20, whatever it is that works for you. And we've got, oh my gosh, innumerable videos out there on YouTube that you can sign up for. And as moms, oftentimes it's always a question of time. What time would I even have to work out? There are 10 minutes video, there are 15 minutes video, right? You're waking up earlier in the morning, or during your lunch break, or in the evening when the kids are asleep. But it's super important, even for you to be there for the kids long term. You've got to put yourself first. You've got to put your health first. Your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your financial health. Everything is so important, right? And so it could be obviously exercising. It could be taking a walk around the neighborhood with that little one. Taking a walk around the neighborhood and listen to your favorite music or your favorite message, or an audiobook or a podcast. You're pouring to yourself, but you're also exercising, right? It could be watching what you eat. Hello? Yes, it could be obviously watching what you eat, because what you put inside of you stays inside of you. And if your body is a temple, How well are we taking care of our bodies? How well are we taking care of this temple, right? It's super important. And we know that this is super important, but it's one thing to say, it's another thing to really do. And so that's why I'm an advocate for, take small changes, because small changes over time become big, have effects that are massive and they're big and they become visible. And so for this week, what is just one thing you would do towards exercise? And what is one thing you would do towards your diet, right? Exercise, like I said earlier on, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, walking around the neighborhood or your community, 10 minutes, 15 minutes video to keep you going, to keep you busy this week. And your health, the health is super important. And then your diet, what are you eating? What are you feeding to your temple? What are you putting into your body? That's also super important. And so every day could be, I'm going to reduce the amount of sugar that I take or the amount of carbohydrates that I take. It's in the small incremental changes, and that leaves a lasting impact on our health. So I hope this video definitely has passed across the message that we need you. The world needs you to stay here longer, right? And we also need you to put your health as priority. So next time, stay amazing.